I've always said that travel
Revelio. Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared. Really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
Fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did, and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees. Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse.
Wingardium Leviosa!
You're a natural. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I was going to try out.
Revelio. What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant!
Summoner's Court, the ever-changing game.
Accio. Nothing to it. That was one for the ages. Akio. All in the wrist.
Didn't think you were a match for me. Akio.
Try to beat that. I'll let you have that one. Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck, that's all.
Come now, Leander, there's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
I could test you. Oh, that would be incredible. If you're sure.
I'll be tested too.
You already know the names and everything.
Reparo. Lumos.
I don't think it's anything special if your family would.
Lumos. Reparo. Lumos.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
What are you up to now?
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, well, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt.
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes, and then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkin so that he'd tell me how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Brilliant. Revelio.
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so.
Come on then, what you got?
It's
Why is it moving?
What, I bet...
Your bag, it's wriggling. What you got in there? Not rats, I hope.
No, it's a niffler!
What do I want with a niffler?
He's sharp. Stole from me, he
He
did.
was robbed by a niffler.
That's what I'm saying. He's a natural, worth his weight in galleons.
Go on then, show him to me.
I must
You're
have...
wasting my time. Ow!
No, I would never
Scratch
waste
me,
your...
your little
Where's
rat
he gone?
scratch
Come
me.
on, you
What
little
you
rat.
can't even keep
Oh,
hold
come
of
on,
a
where
rat.
are you?
If I ever
He's
catch
not a
your
rat.
rat, it's dead. You hear me? Dead.
I
Get out
swear
of
he's
here.
not a rat.
Amateur.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure. Pleased to see Arn has his belongings back. Ranrock and his loyalists will think twice before trying that again.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Brilliant!
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacular.
I finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go.
You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few parts.
Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
Accio! Incendio! Flipendo! Expelliarmus! Flipendo! Depulso! Flipendo! Levioso! Confringo!
Without a nudge from me.
Flipendo! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
Glacius!
There you go. Catching on quickly.
Incendio! Glacius!
I think it's learned its lesson, but do continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
Glacius! Revelio. Protego. Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio.
Let's get this over with, shall we? I have things to do. I think I heard some...
Protect! I thought you had me there!
What a thin incendio! You interfered with us and that woman, isn't it? What are you doing? Too slow. Expulso! Well done. Pathetic.
Keep your body by courtesy yourself. Understood?
Expulso!
Accio!
Protego!
Incendio!
Incendio! Expulso! That was a mistake. Incendio! Incendio! Expulso! Are you even trying?
Incendio!
Protect! Incendio!
Expelliarmus!
So very. Incendio!
Accio!
That's the best you can do, is it? Expulso! Incendio!
Defendo!
You'll need to be quicker than that. I will not be cast! Protego! Expulso! Incendio! Rookwood's don't go down. Ready to scurry back to Hogwarts. Expulso! Incendio! Come now! Expulso! Ah, so... Expulso! Protego! Incendio! Expulso! You've dodged in it. Was that meant to be an attack of some sort? Incendio!
Expelliarmus!
Ah, expulso! Incendio!
Incendio!
Expulso! Had enough yet? Incendio! Incendio! Expulso!
Incendio! Defendo!
Incendio!
Expelliarmus!
Thought you had me, Incendio! It's you. Expulso! What a pathetic display! Incendio!
Compulso!
Protego! Expulso!
Levioso! Defendo! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Incendio! Revelio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa!
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Revelio. Levioso. Flipendo. Wingardium Leviosa.